Hello, everybody. I am back for the fifth stream of Sir Purrfeck over here. So we are currently going through the Diessa Plateau, uh, but before we go do that, we'll start our next part of the story. So we received a letter from Ritlock Brimstone, which states promotion to Centurion. In recognition of your exemplary performance to date, your Legion has promoted you to Centurion. Congratulations, soldier. But don't celebrate too hard. This isn't a ceremonial promotion. Higher rank means higher expectations, more responsibility, and more important duties. Starting now, I have your first assignment waiting. Report to me in my office as soon as possible for your orders. On a more personal note, let me say how glad I am to have another fighting soldier among the brass. Welcome aboard, Ritlock Brimstone, Blood Legion Tribune. There you go. So we will go see Brimstone, but we also got the Restless Ghost of the Ascalonian Catacombs. Your herald, the Restless Ghost of the Ascalonian Catacombs. Hail, mighty hero! Destiny's Edge was a guild of legend, and it saddens me to hear they no longer wish to be together. However, I have heard through my sources that Aristogalcan has made a beeline for the catacombs beneath old Ascalon. I don't know why she is going to that haunted ruin, as it is swamped with human ghosts, victims of the foe fire. More importantly, the catacombs are in the heart of Ashford, which is now Char territory, and Ritlack will not be happy with this particular Norn tromping through his territory. Thought you might be interested, your herald. So we're not going to do that right now, just because the pain of finding a group and the boredom of having y'all just sit there and watch me wait. So I am not going to do that. But we will go and do the personal story by meeting Ritlock. All right. And yeah, today I was watching some stuff about on Guild Wars 2. Um, Graveyard ornaments. Receive new orders from Ritlock in his office at the top of the Imperator's Core. So I'm going to talk to him now.
Listen close, Centurion. We've got a serious problem, and you're already involved. The orders of Tyria have come to me about one of your soldiers, Howl the Brazen.
Hal's dead, sir. He died fighting Duke Baradin. I've seen his grave.
Yes, and before he died, Howl apparently bought a dangerous magical amulet from the necromancer Rissa. Where that amulet goes, the undead follow. Rissa has been distributing them all over the region. The Orders want to examine Howl's amulet to see what they're up against. The High Legions want to forge a working relationship with the Orders, so you're going to join their investigation. Reps from the Vigil, Derman Priory, and the Order of Whispers will meet you at Howl's grave. Confer with all three, but focus on the one most likely to get results. Got it?
Yes, sir. Hal was one of mine. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
There we go. So apparently this necromancer sold one of my soldiers Howl amulet. And now they want to see what this amulet does. I think there's more to it than what they're saying. I mean, a necromancer handing out amulets and now the guy's dead. I think we can, put two and two together and imagine that this guy has risen from the dead, but I'm not sure. Might not be, but let's see.
It's not just about a necromancer. It's also about dragons and the undead.
So you still think this necromancer Rissa was an agent of the Elder Dragons?
Of Zaitan, yes. And don't ask how I know, it's the Order of Whispers' business to know things.
The Priory concurs. We don't know much about Rissa, but we do know she was corrupted.
Then finding and killing her is our priority, not digging around in graveyards.
That's why Brimstone sent us the Centurion. Our orders never agree on anything.
Welcome, Centurion. Glad to have you with us. I am Yahala Scribepaw of the Derman Priory. My colleagues are...
I don't need you to speak for me. I'm Gon Towerbreaker of the Vigil. Glad to have another military mind on this mission.
I am Kurikon, concerned blacksmith from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I'm sure Tribune Brimstone briefed you, but to review, all three orders are dedicated to stopping the Elder Dragons. Your late bandmate may be connected.
I understand the mission parameters. Hal's grave is right there. What are we waiting for? See? That's how a military mind works. Identify the problem, attack it head on. None of this sneaking around, talking things to death.
We were waiting for you, Centurion. There's a complication between us and the objective. Namely, a throng of undead grubs.
And since this used to be a bandmate of yours, we thought it prudent to wait before we dug him up. Now that you're here, though, let's start squashing.
Alright, well, there are undead grubs, so I imagine that the undead grubs bit into Howl, and now, well, the grubs bit into Howl, and now they're undead grubs, if that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So, yes, clearly he will probably be undead if he's even still here. Maybe he's already gone. Maybe I'll have to kill him. Maybe he's in the middle of waking. I see Hal's grave undug, so I imagine he's already left. But there's hope.
If you haven't put down undead grubs before, this is your big chance.
Why, thank you. I had my big chance.
No amulet here. There isn't even a body. Either someone dug up your friend or he dug himself out. If Gon here wasn't so humorless, I might say, this is a dead end.
Go hammer your anvil, blacksmith. The adults are talking. Look, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to secure one of those amulets.
I'm afraid I must leave that to you two. Without the amulet in hand, I need to confer with my colleagues before the Priory can commit to a course of action.
We have the Necromancer's records. We know the location of at least 2 more of Rissa's trinkets. I say we start in Drugar's homestead. Me and my fellow blacksmiths do a lot of business there. We have valuable contacts at the location that we can't afford to lose.
Scorch what your associates can afford. The people of Snowdrift's Haven have already been attacked, and they need our protection now.
You can't save everyone, Crusader. And since our new friend here can't be in 2 places at once, who are you going to protect, Centurion?
Alright, it is up to me to decide who to save. Let's see here. A Norn called Clace the Durger's homestead has one of Rissa's amulets. So far, the place hasn't been attacked, and we intend to keep it that way. You in? I'm not sure. I need some time to decide. And then, Snowdrift Haven has already been attacked. The records show an amulet there. No need to get fancy. We go in there, find it, secure it. Interested? Sounds like we'll save more lives if we go to this haven. So yeah, we'll go to Snowdrift's Haven. Sounds like a plan. I'll meet you at the haven. Too easy, because these people probably did not buy that anyway. They're just unfortunate bystanders in this whole mess. Water, earth, fire, flame blast, bleeding. Set them on fire. Actually, do I have another axe? I have a sword. So, you know what? Let's equip this. Equip this in the offhand. And we have some new skills here. That's what I'm talking about. But enough of that. Oh, looks like I can get my elite skill now, huh? Call members of my war band to assist me. Sounds like no better way. I have 8. Is that an elite? I don't know. There's more than 8 anyway. Just finish out Beast Mastery. And I'll stay with calling in my war band for my elite skill. Alright. Undead infestation. Help the vigil investigate the undead raids on Snowdrift Haven. Oh, where the heck is Snowdrift Haven? Oh my goodness. Way over there. Okay, that's a lot of work to get to. So, Snowdrift Haven may just have to wait. Unless... I might just hop on my mountain. Speed over there. Should be able to... go this way. I believe this is... yeah. This is the correct way. Here, let's hop on a mount. Lion's Arch. The Jewel of Tyria. But... oh, fancy music. Apparently nothing. There we go. See all the majesty of Lion's Arch here. All the work they put into it, yeah. Looks like there's lots of riches there. Got an octopus. Looks like a starfish there. Looks like the crafting area. But yeah, I was watching a YouTube video earlier by a guy named Nike, and he was talking about, you know, why MMOs are dying, but he really wasn't talking about MMOs really dying, but like how, I don't know, the social aspect of it is more of a ARPG, if that's the correct terminology for it. Is Holbrack not closer? I thought Holbrack would have been closer, but I don't know, maybe it's not. So basically, he's saying that MMORPGs social aspects are dying, I guess, because it's more of a solo aspect. So like right now I'm playing the game solo because, well, there's no one really to play. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of people to play with. It's just no one's really playing. And this game is great. Don't get me wrong. I love being able to level up and explore on my own. Nothing wrong with that. Um,
Those people at the
I
bridge
think people
look
should be
like
able to level up on their own. One issue I do have with leveling in this game, Guild Wars 2 specifically, and I guess you would say World of Warcraft and things like that now too. Not old school World of Warcraft, you know. WoW Classic is not a victim to this, but I am leveling way too fast. So I don't feel like I'm really accomplishing anything by leveling. And that's not to say that I'm not. It's just, you know, I'm leveling fast. And I shouldn't be leveling this fast if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just breezing through the game. It's not as bad as like a Korean MMORPG where like what is it? Man, that real crappy one that came Ilion. Like the game had just come out and I'm going through the tutorial and I'm already like level 5 after like 5 minutes of gameplay, and I haven't even left the tutorial, but I didn't even get through levels 3 and 4. I just kind of got 1, 2, and 5. So I think leveling too fast takes a lot away from the allure of an MMORPG, I guess, because even though I'm exploring the world, what I'm doing, I'm leveling a character, I'm exploring the world. So by leveling too fast, I guess you kind of cheapen the experience. And I get it, like people will be like, oh, but when you're like on the 10th alt, you know, you kind of just want to get through it. I'm like, well, if I just want to get through it, then I'm really not playing the game at that point. So what's the point? And the classes are so different, are in this game, the professions are so different that I should want to get to know the profession. You know, I don't want to sit there and just be like, oh yeah, let me get through this game. I should want to learn how to be a thief or a mesmer or a ranger. Like rangers, I really don't know much about them. So that's why I'm playing a ranger. Honestly, I thought they were rather boring, but my wife likes rangers, and she gave me the idea to play one. So that's what I'm doing. So, but yeah, the short of it, oh, that's a pretty good drawing there. The short of it is like, yeah, MMOs are cheapening the level experience and exploration by speeding up the leveling process, especially after the first go around.
It's worse than I thought. The Haven's already crawling with undead creatures. We need to clean them out. Agreed. But what about the amulet? It's easier to search a dead body that isn't moving. Let's go.
Yeah, it looks like the undead's already here. So yeah, it's best for us to just go in and get these guys. Hopefully we can save some people. That's why I came here, to save lives.
Attack.
Oh, this guy's a named guy. Look at that. Sagum the Foul. Was that his name before he died too? That's crazy. Hopefully, I mean, what a match if it was, but I think it's just because he's undead now that he got that name. Be weird. It'd be quite ironic that that's his name before he died. Look, he's invulnerable. Why is this dude undead? Like, why is he invulnerable? I guess it makes sense that he'd be invulnerable. But, you know. Oh my gosh. They're just popping up everywhere. There we go. Bring up these Lion Guard. Now he's down. Alright, defend the Haven from Sagan and his thralls, okay. And search Sagram's corpse for the amulet. Is that not him? There he is over there. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to res these guys to get to the body. He's kind of under the stairs. I guess Guild Wars 2 is so used to bots that even the NPCs are botting now. They're hiding under the stairs and places where we can't go. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying before about the leveling experiences. Yeah, I think we're leveling too fast in these games, and it took a lot away from it. And that's one reason why MMORPGs have lost their luster. I know some people may disagree, but when you think about it, when leveling was an achievement instead of an annoyance, it was fun. But
This amulet of Rissa's was able to summon more than just undead grubs. I don't like this. Hal's grave was empty. He could be out there right now, leading an undead attack on some other haven.
Maybe, but right now, our top priority is to get this amulet back to the Citadel. The sooner we understand how it works, the better.
Agreed. With all three orders pitching in to study the amulet, we can figure out how to destroy it, or at least deactivate it.
Studying is for scholars and spies. They can do whatever they like with Rissa's amulet after we secure it someplace where it won't cause any more trouble.
well, I think if we take the amulet somewhere, it'll attract the undead, right? Or maybe it won't. Or is it something that just raises the undead when it's nearby? So we could be causing further trouble by bringing the amulet there, if that makes sense. We'll see. Ooh, look at Vlad the dealer. He looks famous. Let's go see what he wants. Oh no, just random crap. Okay. And what about Gastry the Howl? Sorry, my supply shipment from High Pass Haven is late again. I won't have anything to sell until they get here. I wonder if they got attacked by Rothgar's Pass. I don't know. Seems like you know a lot about it, though. Alright. But yeah, I think that leveling too fast has kind of cheapened the MMORPGs and taken that fun luster from it. And yeah, I'd agree that with Nike, that making the leveling experience easier has kind of cheapened it as well. Like, I don't mind that I can do this stuff by myself, but and like a skilled player should be able to take a veteran down if you really know your skills, but champions should not be soloable. There's an easy way to fix things like that, but it's something Guild Wars 2 didn't want to get into. Let's listen and talk.
The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we shouldn't do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Alright, so we need to research the amulet, and that's their main point.
Reporting in, Tribune. We have one of the Necromancer's amulets. Now we just need to figure out how to deal with it.
Top Priory researchers are standing by to determine how the amulet works, and more importantly, how to neutralize it.
My sources say the Inquest has already completed their research on one of these amulets. Why waste time repeating their efforts when we could just acquire their results?
I don't trust the Inquest methodology. This is too important not to handle ourselves the right way.
You scholars and spies know more about the right way to collect data. The Vigil will be standing by when there's action to be taken.
It's your call, Centurion. Do you want to assist the Order of Whispers retrieval mission, or the Priory research effort?
For me, this is an easy one, the research effort, because with the research comes an understanding. So let's see. Inquest research cannot be trusted any more than the Inquest itself. For reliable, trustworthy methods, the Priory is primed and ready. Let us take this one. Trusting Inquest results seems like a problem. I'll work with you and the Priory. Well, I didn't think of it like that. I was just saying, like, when we research it, we'll know more about it anyway, and we'll learn stuff that we otherwise wouldn't know, instead of just blindly relying on someone else's research, which could have good results, but we didn't learn anything in the process. So, yeah. But
Keep your claws sharp.
yeah, on to what I was talking about with
All done.
the how easy the games have gotten, like Nike was talking about, is yeah, like I shouldn't be able to solo a champion out in the world. Can I? Yeah, sometimes I can solo some. Other times I can't. I'm really no Lord Heisen out there,
I shall break you.
taking out the masses, and spending hours a day learning how to do that. So I'm just a casual,
Power
but
flow at 30%.
I should be able to do things on my own, like this story. I should be able to learn the story on my own.
Imagine if the Flame Legion ever attacked us here.
It would be
And not have to worry about
more me.
you know, a party to finish the main story. I'll just get these points of interest while I'm here. So, maybe I won't. I'll just leave. But like, yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about a party just to finish the main story, because that's not what the game, like what this main story should be about. It should be about me learning my character, learning about the game, learning about the NPCs, learning about why I am here and why I am doing it.
I'll need to scout.
And
all
I
this.
shouldn't need a party to do that. Now, if there's a champion guarding a little bit of side lore, or a little bit of lore to help me understand something a little bit more, oh yeah, I'm down for that. That makes sense to me. And it should take a party to do that. Same thing with like a dungeon. There's side stories here in Guild Wars 2, and you can learn a lot more about them by going through the dungeons and doing the stories. Now, something Guild Wars 2 did right was I can solo this world and I have my own healing skill. But in order to make things a group event, you just make it easy. So, you know, I wouldn't have the armor and the healing at my...
People are working on the amulet. With your help, we'll get results even sooner.
Oh, well, thank you, Scholar Yala. But yeah, as a solo player, I would lack the armor and healing ability, as well as the DPS.
Was willing to hand over their amulet. They're not usually so.
These scholars are so smart. How come they don't shout my name and throw money when I arrive?
Good one, Maverick. yeah, you shouldn't have the armor, healing, and DPS all combined to take out a champion, regardless. Um, and that's why the Trinity does such a good job, and that's why a lot of people used to stick to it, because you could solo the world, but you would still need, it would still force you to have a party in order to do group content. Um, Classic, you can do that. It's like a pain to go through the world by yourself in WoW Classic, but you can do it. But with a healer, or at least some more DPS or something, you can get through it. And I think that's something they should do in Guild Wars 3. It's already too late for Guild Wars 2. But in Guild Wars 3, they should definitely make it so when there's a champion or higher or a group event, you need healing, tanking, and DPSing. If you don't have those three, then, you know, or at least a combination, two of those three, you shouldn't be able to take out a champion. For like a dungeon, you should need all three. So that way you meet those parameters that you're forced to have a group for those things. But that also makes it a bit better because it's not like a raid or, you know, group content here in Guild Wars 2 where I need to sit here and do homework and work with guys, you know, for hours to beat a wing of a raid. Or like people would tell you, go look at this on YouTube, go look at this on Twitch and learn these steps, you know, learn what they're doing. I think that kind of cheapens it as well. That, you know, oh, I have to go to the left, now I have to go to the right, now I have to DPS real hard, now I need to know to put my shield up, and I have to learn to heal, you know, I have to heal now. Like, I think having to learn strict set rules of a fight, it kind of make it exhausting for the casual player, if that makes sense. But we'll continue this after we hear what Scholar Vivian has to say.
Scholar Vivian, I'd like you to meet the Centurion who helped collect the Necromancer's amulet. I trust your team's analysis is going well?
We're making good progress, especially since we split the amulet up among 3 of our best researchers.
You were able to break the amulet apart? That sounds more like success than progress.
Each fragment remains functional, though. That tells us Rissa probably struck her amulets from the same original source. We're very close to a breakthrough. Check in with each of my team members and you'll see. You might even be able to speed things along.
See, that's what I thought. With going with this research, we'd learn more about the process and how it works, things like that. Oh, look at that, Mr. Cluckers. Pure research may not appeal to a soldier like you, but it gets results. These ancient texts, for example, may be the only reference to Rissa's crystal. Yeah, thanks, Scholar M. Bright, and thanks, Mr. Cluckers. Comedy gold right there. Seeing Mr. Cluckers. So that's some good highlights that you can see. Okay, we'll talk to Fiona here. Reminds me of Shrek. Here to observe. I'm about to test particularly exciting round of regions. Don't let me interrupt. Yeah, let's see it. Actually, I could use assistance and a witness. So far, it's been a series of failures, but this time I think I've got it. What can I do? I've been dropping slivers of the amulet into different alchemical brews. Pick one of the containers on the workbench. I'll drop a sliver in, and we'll both observe the results. Random mixture sounds dangerous, but if you get results, sounds about right. Oh, don't worry. The chances of maiming or death are minimal. The chances of blindness, madness, and slight headache are significantly larger, but I'm pretty sure I have cures for them. Okay, alright, let's do this. But if I blow up, make sure Yahala doesn't take my stuff. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, let's go with yellow.
Ah, the yellow brew. This should be interesting. Here, that didn't seem to do anything. More dead ends.
Well then, noxious green. It's undead.
Green? All right. Not my favorite color, despite what... Well, aside from making my work area stink, that didn't really do anything, did it?
I guess I struck out twice there. Let's go with vibrant red.
Red. I love that color. Excellent choice. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh dear. Fire.
Yep, blew us up.
Get the water pail before we lose everything.
Where is the water pail? Is it outside here? Oh, it's out in the frozen snow. Imagine that. Water that doesn't freeze. I'm not sure we should be using it.
That was exciting.
Is it magical water?
Excuse me while I lay here for a bit. Would you inform Vivian of our results?
Sure, here's some water too. There you go. Wake you up. Alright, I'm sure she's still up here. Let's see what she... Oh, no, it looks like she's down there. So we'll go outside and inform her. Or Scholar Havris.
I do most of my research at the pub.
Man, look at his eyes. Is it possible to physically destroy the crystal? You're just in time to find out. I'm about to make a breakthrough with my hammer. That doesn't sound like a good idea. On the contrary, stress testing is always the first step in any demolition project. Now, stand back. Make me watch me pound this to powder. Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. I hope something happens. What? Look at that. It's a horrible idea.
Good thing I have another. Clunkers? Clunkers!
No, not Mr. Cluckers. I knew Cluckers had more to do with the story. Only a name like that, you have to be important. Hey, what's up, Galabaka? You doing alright, man?
Oh, Clunkers is trying to eat my face. Kill him! It's after the other shard I had. I'll miss it. Section.
Mr. Cluckers is trying to eat him. And he's sitting there, help me. Kill him now. Shit.
We've learned a lot about the crystal powering Rissa's amulets. It seems to be Orion Dragon corruption made solid. It resonates with death energy. It kills and reanimates the wearer, and then makes them into a focal point for other undead. Mr. Cluckers proved that the crystal fragments remain connected and are drawn to each other. If we can find the original source of this crystal, Fiona's reagents can nullify it, and we should be able to shut them all down.
Excellent work, especially in the face of an army of shades and an undead chicken. Now, how do we find the original crystal to nullify it?
I believe we can cobble together a locator device synced to the crystal's energy that would lead right back to the original.
Do it. We need to find the source, and I need to find my dead warband mate. Thank you, Scholar. Yahala, let's report back to the Citadel.
Oh man, that was pretty good. Scholar Ember like just sitting there like, I can't help me, kill him. It's Mr. Cluckers. Oh god. Yeah, I like this Mr. Cluckers too, man. That was pretty good. Well, here, let's get Razorwing's Nest Challenge out there. Actually, am I high enough level to even mess with anything? Oh yeah, I'm good. Alright, let's get this hero point knocked out. A note in the nest reads, "Beware. The residents of this nest are vicious and eager to fight. Approach only if you intend to accept the challenge. Sounds fun. I mean, I wonder if I can, if you can get a chicken pet, I'm definitely naming them Mr. Cluckers. Oh man, what a deadly chicken! All right, let's see here. Oh look at this.
Back in fighting condition.
Wow, that thing hits pretty hard. All right. Oh man. Galabaka, were you here when I was talking about the MMORPGs and a video I was watching on it earlier? Did you hear my rantings on that?
Can you spare a moment to help me out?
Let's see here. Let me sell my junk. But anyway, like I was saying on it anyway, yeah, something they could do in Guild Wars 3 to fix the problem is to fight a champion out in the real world when you're exploring. You should have more DPS than what one person could muster, or you should have some healing and DPS or some tanking and DPS. But I think that going through the world on your own and exploring is just fine. But a champion should be blocking off some sort of cool item or lore piece or something that isn't essential to the story but is interesting.
Ways to die. I like that challenge.
The German Priory is looking forward to working with the Citadel on this, Tribune.
As is the Order of Whispers. The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we should do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit.
Oh, okay, they had already said all
As
this
long as what
before.
we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
But yeah,
Report.
hold on.
Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say Rissa's amulets are responsible?
We've learned that they're connected to the Orient Dragon. They turn their owners into undead, and draw other undead to them. The Vigil has one of the amulets stashed in our HQ. Are you saying that my people are in danger?
You militant types ought to be used to that by now. With so many innocents at stake, the Vigil can defend itself. The Priory is working on a way to detect the amulets. We'll use our device to stop the next outbreak before it starts.
And if the Vigil falls, who will defend all those innocents it already protects?
And while you're working that out, I'll withdraw to confer with my superiors. You'll have a tough choice ahead of you, Centurion. What's it going to be?
Of course, no one wants to take the blame. They just say me. They threaten Vigil headquarters itself. Come defend it with me, and I promise the Vigil will set out in force to collect the Necromancer's amulets and help you find your missing warband member.
Impossible.
And this one is the Vigil has no idea what they're doing. Our detector is the only way to save lives and find out what happened to your former warband member. It's the only choice. Which one should I choose, Galabaka? Should I go with Tower Breaker or Scribe Paw? And if you're still there. But yeah, what I was talking about earlier was I was watching this video by this Nike guy that's talking about how MMOs are dying. And something I thought was good that he was talking about was the leveling experience. Like, even here in Guild Wars 2, the first time you level, it takes a long time. It's good. You feel like you've gone through and you've really done something. But subsequent levelings, it's just too fast. Like, I'm level 32 now. I think I should probably be like level 20. Um, but yeah, because like even the first time I went through this game, it's like I had to do two starting areas to actually get to the second place because I wasn't a high enough level. But now, like, I'm already almost double the level I need to be in the first level, in the first exploration area. So um, I think you level up too fast on subsequent levelings. But of course, people will say when you're leveling alt, you kind of want to get through it. But my argument was, if you're just getting through the game's really not. Are you really playing the game if you're just trying to get through it? Um, as well, I was just talking about how I don't mind doing all this story and stuff being solo. I think that's good because I should know the lore of the story. I should know why I'm here playing the game, learning about the people in the world. Like, why is Ritlock Brimstone here? I just know he's a guy. So I should probably get to know why he's here and things like that. So, who's the main boss? Why is he here? Why does it matter? So I think being able to go through the whole story solo is fine and explore the world. Maybe make one or two places, put them behind a champion to get full exploration per map. So like, the big boss of a map would be a champion, and you can't beat the champion by yourself. But it doesn't hinder you from progressing. It just hinders you from getting 100% completion of that map. And of course, to take out a champion, you just need one other person. And that's why I was saying, because yes, you need to be able to get through the story solo these days, because if you don't, they're just not going to make money off of it. So that makes sense to me. And that's what the Nike guy was saying. So, but I was saying one way of doing that is making champions too hard for one person to kill, just by you won't have enough DPS to kill them, or enough healing, or enough armor. But if you had a combination of 2 DPS, or armor plus DPS, or healing plus DPS, you both could take them out. And then of course you have dungeons where you would need healing, tanking, and DPS to take out the dungeons. But the problem is things like raids and stuff, like, it's like, oh, you have to know to move to the left, move to the right, jump 3 times, cha-cha now, y'all, like, you shouldn't have to do copious amounts of homework and research to learn how to raid. It's a game. I'm doing the game to take my mind off stress in the world, It's supposed to be entertainment. Doing homework is not entertainment, at least to someone like me, but I'm just a simpleton, So that's pretty much where I was at in my conversation with why I think some of these MMOs are dying, but that goes into the elitism of MMORPGs. And I think that's why they boost the level experience in all reality, is because elite players beat the end game. Like, they come out with a expansion, and within like less than 2 or 3 days, a guild has already beat everything in that expansion. They have everything unless it's time locked. Like, they flood the market with all the stuff they're getting, and then everyone else is like, man, I'm just trying to get to this next part of the map. But And I think the gaming people kowtow to that. I think I'll go with so hard. Um, Going with Scribe Paul. The Vigil has no idea what. Yeah, but I agree. Our detector, we should detect them. That makes sense. I agree with you. Where do I meet you? Outside Junction Haven. I'll have the Priory Locator device. Together we'll find the next amulet before it does any harm. Alright, see you there. Man, that thing looks fancy. Or the Visage mask. Can I preview it? Oh, that's cool. And what's this one look like? That's alright. Alright. Oh, it's healing though. I don't want healing. But I want to look cool. F it, I'll look cool.
What's next?
And that's why us casuals fail at video games. I'm like, I'd rather look cool than than get stats that make sense. Oh yeah. I think FPS is also taking a huge chunk of the online game market. Yeah, the frames per second. I mean, yeah, they advance so fast. The games do. I know nothing about computers though, so I mean, what is it? RAM and a processor that drop your frames per second? Maybe I don't know, but honestly, the most expensive thing in a computer now is the graphics card. Like in my computer, the graphics card costs more than everything else in my whole dang computer. So if it's a graphics card that does frames per second, yeah, I mean that's. But the processor and the RAM, like, I mean, RAM was surprisingly cheap. So, guess it all just depends. But I have no idea. Oh, I meant the first-person shooter. Yeah, first-person shooter genre. I mean, I think the first-person shooters are cool, but like, it's all, you know, PvP or battle royale, right? And don't get me wrong, I like battle royales. Like I think Fortnite and stuff like that are pretty cool. And that's not all they do. It's not all just battle royale. They do like other things. Like my son plays like the Lego part of that. So I think that's something that's interesting about it, you know. But yeah, does it take people away from games like MMORPGs? 100%. Especially with the seasons.
Wait until you see our locator device in action. My colleagues really outdid themselves.
How does it work?
Simple. I activate the device to send out a wave of energy that resonates with the dragon crystal's magic in the amulet.
Any undead the wave encounters will show up on the readout. Remember, one of them will be wearing Rissa's trinket.
The effect doesn't last very long, but if we lose sight of the enemy, we can always send out another pulse.
Sounds good. Let's field test this little gem and see if it works like it's supposed to.
That's right. Let's locate some undead. But yeah, first-person shooters. I think they take a lot away from that, but no more than I think it would any other way. So, as a matter of fact, I think they've changed MMORPGs because they follow their battle pass algorithm. Yeah, like I don't like PvP either, and that's why I don't PvP a lot here on this game unless I really need to. And really, you don't have to kill in the PvP. You're more of protecting points because capturing points is the main part of the PvP here. Kind of like back in the day when we played Counter-Strike and stuff. Killing was a big part just so you could capture the point, but it's all about keeping the points. But yes, I don't like PvP that much either. And so but a lot of games, like Nike was talking about, they have to invest in the PvP because it's a very cheap alternative to keep people in the game. Because after you beat the storyline, what is there? You know, I mean, you can do dungeons, you can do raids and stuff, but ultimately PvP is a whole lot easier because it takes zero content or not a whole lot of effort to keep people busy. And so that's what they used to do, and that's why they invest such things into PvP. Like, I never understood why in World of Warcraft the PvP arena was so big, but it was all just about skins and things like that and bragging rights. And I think that's how they get people in on it, is they make it bigger than it really is at a very cheap price, because it's very easy just to make some skins, you know? Look at that Risen Spider Queen. And spiders are disgusting creatures. Yeah, so I don't think we'll ever get rid of PvP, but I think World vs. World is a good concept for PvP. But I don't think they should be changing out the skills like they do. Because, like, I'm sure Rapid Fire does something a little bit different in PvP, and it does something a little bit different in World vs. World. Especially, like, things that knock people out and stuff. They'll have longer cooldown times in, like, PvP and stuff. Because they can't have all of that in there. They can't have all that quick knockdown time in PvP, or else people would just be knocked out the entire time. Here, let's use my elite skill here. Attack. And it's Herod the Cursed. He's not my buddy. Knocking this guy out. So I don't think we'll ever get rid of PvP in games, but it's a good thing to keep people busy, I guess. Like, people can get a legendary back piece and ascended armor and stuff. I think you might be able to get legendary armor here. I honestly can't remember.
Now that's how you deploy new technology. Let's see the Vigil call out enemies they can't even see.
I can't deny that it worked well, but there are other amulets out there, and Hal the Brazen.
True, the case is far from closed, but our success here brings us that much closer to the source of the problem, the original Dragon Crystal itself.
Let's take this amulet and the detector back to the Citadel. Ritlock and the other orders need to know what we've achieved.
Of course, though between the detector and the reagents Scholar Vivian's team provided, the Priory has this matter well in hand.
Let me take care of a few final details here, and then I'll join you and the others.
Yeah, I knew I made good decisions. Now we'll be able to locate all the undead, replicate that finder, and then go out throughout Tyria and take out the undead. My leadership has done wonders. Let me see here. Here we go. Yeah, so I knew I was doing great things in this game. Um, but yeah, like, man, where was I? Oh, yeah. Um, PvP's never going to go away, unfortunately, but I think having the forcing function to team up for dungeons and things makes it a bit better. But being able to solo explore most of the world and the entire storyline makes sense to me.
The orders disagree on how to proceed, so I have a plan. You choose which one will help. In return, I've arranged for you to permanently join that order. You'll still be a Centurion of the High Legions, but you'll also be a link between us and your chosen order. Your warband will continue doing Citadel business while you're gone.
I understand. Hal's involvement made this personal, but the Orient Dragon is a global threat. We need strong, reliable allies against it.
Okay, people. Time to decide. We have the means to find the Necromancer's Dragon Crystal, and to destroy it.
All thanks to the Priory. We know what we're doing, so now let us destroy the crystal without interference. We work better that way.
There's no way I'm leaving a vital search and destroy mission to a bunch of academics. Wait for Vigil support before you make a move.
Either way, the Order of Whispers will do what we always do. Let you draw their attention, then strike from the shadows.
It's your call, Centurion. But remember that you're not just helping out. You're joining the order you choose.
Yeah, I'm a Char. I'm joining the Vigil. That's all there is to it. But let me talk to Maverick and see what he has to say. Man, I like his armor. I never noticed how good his armor was. I like it. Man, I like hers too. Sorry, Sour. Doomsday, your armor's not so great. What's he got to say?
I overheard. You're leaving us to join one of the orders? I'm accepting a special assignment from the Tribune, and the warband will need a leader while I'm gone. That's you, Legionnaire. Now you're talking. It's about time old Mav got his due. But what about the others? They don't know me well enough to love me like they ought to. I need someone I can trust. Someone effective. You've got some rough edges, but there's nobody else I'd want calling the shots. If anyone objects, send them to me, or just crack their heads until they think different. You're in charge now. Act like it. I know you can handle this. Thanks, boss. You can count on me. Good luck in Lion's Arch. We'll be waiting when you get back.
Yeah, I like the Order of Whispers guy. Yeah, he's hilarious. But they're like assassins. I'm a ranger. Well, I guess a ranger wouldn't be bad. Yeah, so I'll go with the Order of Whispers. Yeah, that's a good one, huh? So let's do it.
Fight what cannot be fought.
Ready to join the silent ranks of the Order of Whispers? Remember, this choice is permanent, so be certain of your commitment. Yeah, let's do it.
I was hoping you'd side with us. Your attitude and skills make you perfect for the Order of Whispers. You'll go far here.
I like the way you operate. You draw no attention. You keep the enemy guessing, and you get results. That's all a good soldier ever wants. To get results and stay alive. So, the Necromancer's crystal is out there, and so is Hal. What's our next move?
Eager to get started, eh? Good. The Priory and Vigil muster in Lichcroft Mere, but there is danger. Meet me there, and we'll make sure they don't get in over their heads.
There you go. I'm in the Order of Whispers now. Yeah, I want the... Is this a gray sword? Yes, I like the gray sword. Man, but that longbow is pretty darn good too. Let me see here. Let me switch my weapons out. It's the same, so yeah, I'm taking the great sword. Alrighty, there we go. Open all that. Man, some of these upgrades on point. That's one of the crappier things about this game is inventory management. You always got to manage the inventory. It's always just trash. It's never anything good. At least I never get anything good. Here, let me get this point of interest over here. If I can get into it, I don't even remember how to do. Where to go? I feel like I should be going up here, but no. I think it's because I'm in a different zone. No, I'm just stupid. I think I go over here. I keep waiting for the Order of Whispers guy to give an evil laugh. Yeah, hey, you never know. It could happen. I mean, they all seem kind of evil here. Maybe not a Dr. Evil laugh, though. But yeah, I do like the Char voices. They're pretty strong. And they don't take crap from anybody. Yeah. You ever bring in Char Elton back? Char Elton Heston? Alright, join the Order of Whispers' effort to destroy the Dragon Crystal. Meet Kurikan at Lawn Ponds. Man, I don't even know where any of these places are. What? All the way... You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Spending all my hard-earned copper so y'all don't have to sit here and wait and see a bunch of traveling. Yeah, you definitely should bring them back. We can make a guild called Dirty Mike and the Boys, you know? Or Chohan's Elite, you know? The JUAN. CHO. JUAN. Man, yeah, Guild Wars 1, that's old, man. But let me know, I can download it and we can play it sometime.
There you are. Time to start earning your keep, Initiate. The Vigil and Priory teams have already moved in, so our path is clear.
If they're already gone, then what's our objective?
If the Priory falls short and the Vigil get themselves killed, we step in and save the day. As usual. We heard the sounds of combat recently, so we may already be needed. The first thing we do is find the other squads.
This is your show, Kurikan. But for the record, I don't like it. Carry on. But I'm coming along to make sure this gets done right.
Always a pleasure to have you with us, Tribune. If we need any heroism or noble, attention-grabbing antics, it's all you. Now let's move out.
Whispers, eh? I like everything about him but the name. Sometimes
Look,
you
some
gotta
stray
shout
cats
to
have
get
come to
noticed.
die with their friends.
Oh, you lost your login info? Oh, man. Yeah. When you don't log in for a long time, you kind of forget all that. I 100% understand that. I forget stuff all the time. You know, when you get to our old age, those things happen. Yeah, I think I have mine written somewhere. Man, I'd have to start all over. I know nothing about that game anymore. Wonder what I would be. Probably Mesmer. I remember Mesmer being awesome. But Rangers had pets too, but I don't think you could control them. They just kind of attacked with you.
So that's what happened to Howell's buddy. Don't hold back, Centurion. That's not him anymore.
Man, my buddy was a beefcake. He just took everyone out. Howl the Brazen. I want that sword though. That's a pretty good sword. Looks cool.
Howl like the good soldier he was. We need to find the Priory team. Even though I doubt they survived.
Howl did not die well. Neither will you.
Dang. Okay, the Derman Priory team. Run away. Don't let those guys explode on you. Take your right cursor, click on the target, and press 1. Oh wow, I didn't even see him. Gotta take out those guys that blow up. Cake. I don't even know how the Priory got taken out.
Destroy the crystal. Protect the survivors.
But you know, they weren't me. So humble.
We need your help. We failed. Take this potion.
Clearly.
It'll destroy Rissa's crystal. You have to finish it.
You don't have to tell me you failed. It was obvious. But yeah, man, Galabaka, you get that login and stuff. Yeah, we can play someday.
Your death is long.
Because, yeah, it'd be good to see some Guild Wars 1 action again. I don't even remember what the game is like anymore. Maybe Phoenix will play too, you know? You never know. Oh, look, the necromancer I've been looking for. Oh, yeah. They call me Hero. What is this? Looks like a horrible chair to sit in.
It's done. Korukan, Centurion, let's move out before this thing blows.
That's right. That was a weak explosion. So expecting more cinematics.
Well done. There were losses here today, but we did manage to stop the necromancer from drowning us in undead.
It's not enough. The Orient Dragon is still out there, and it's going to keep making undead until the whole world drowns in them.
Then it's time to take the offensive. The dragon is our target, just like the crystal was. We kill it, we cut off the flow of Orient undead at its source.
That's too ambitious, Initiate. The Order of Whispers is dedicated to stopping all the dragons, but we don't have the resources for direct confrontation.
Don't tell me about dragons, Blacksmith. Ever heard of Destiny's Edge? I was a member. We nearly took down an Elder Dragon all on our own.
We should find out what they know. Their experience could prove invaluable.
You're right. The Char can't do this alone. Fortunately, I heard from one of my old guildmates. She wants to meet in Lion's Arch about that very thing.
Lion's Arch is also your next stop, Initiate. There's a Whispers contact waiting with your first official mission. Look for a vendor selling apples, and good luck.
I'll keep an eye out for you in the city. If we're lucky, we'll get another chance to fight together. Do the Legion's proud, soldier. Dismissed.
That Centurion, Ridlock. Oh, look at that, Spirit Shards. I didn't know you got Spirit Shards so early. Yeah. Condition, Vitality, Power, Precision. Yeah. Customize. I'm going with Assassins. Equip. Customize. Hunters. Now this. Preview that. Do I want a longbow? Do I want a great sword? Ooh, that great sword looks pretty darn cool. Does it look like stowed? Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Okay. Let me look at the longbow again here. Is there anything else cool? Sword might look cool. But I don't need the sword. Probably go with the longbow, of course. So now I'm cool.
Affirmative.
I'm in a club. They want me in it. Should probably find a guild to join. That's what I should be doing. Do that dungeon with some guild mates, you know. Because I'm at the level now I can do a dungeon. I do like the look of that sword. It's simple. I won't get my next one till 40. So now we can go back and start clearing Diessa Plateau once more. Alright, so that's a good stopping point for now. But it was good hanging out with y'all, playing some Guild Wars 2. Today we finished the personal story. We're part of the Order of Whispers now. We now found out that the main villain of the game is an undead dragon named Zaitan, who's causing zombies to rise. And my next step is to go to Lion's Arch, meet my contact for the order I just joined that I totally forgot, Order of Whispers, and go meet Ritlock and his buddy from Destiny's Edge to learn more about how to defeat an Elder Dragon. So we know the way ahead is the Char race teaming up with the other races, and the Order of Whispers, the Vigil, and the Derman Priory getting together as well. So we're all holding hands. I'm not getting under a rainbow. And we're all getting along to defeat an Elder Dragon who commands the undead. That's what we've learned so far in this play session, which I don't know how long it's been. But yeah, I like that. So let me know if there's anything in particular y'all want to see. I will look for a guild on some offline time to try and get a video in with the dungeon, the Ascalonian Catacombs, because I think that'll be fun with the story and everything. Just got to find some guildmates that would be interested in just sitting through the story with me. But yeah, y'all have a good night, and maybe I'll be on later to stream, or I'll definitely be on tomorrow to stream. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stream every day I can while I'm here, but I know I'll be gone a couple of weeks here or there with work. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.